Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Keep It Real. This is Begins Youth Episode 3. The episode is called Lie. And boy was there a lot of lies going on in this episode.
So many.
And this was one of the most, I feel like, heavy episodes.
Intense.
It was
very intense.
Very intense.
Filled.
Yeah. Yes.
Remember I always talk about when I talk about TV shows and you see one episode to the next episode, you have to build in intrigue. This episode, whoa, you wanna and need to see the next episode because of this one episode.
Yeah.
Powerful. Very powerful. We're going to do a quick overview and then a wrap up.
So, similar to the first two episodes, we start this episode with a flashback as well. We see Jae-ha tracking Saein for whatever reason. I don't know why he's tracking him.
Oh.
But he is. And then he comes to a building, which I'm assuming is Saein's house, and he has a key to the house, and he enters. And then it cuts to Jae-ha just rushing out.
Yeah, running out.
Like he saw something or something big happens. And that's all we know. So it's just building on to like the whole,
mystery.
I guess, fire thing. I'm assuming that's connected to the fire situation, but we'll have to wait and see because we didn't get much answers even with that scene. I think if anything, it's just risen more questions.
Yep.
The next scene is Haru is at the psychiatrist because he's going through some PTSD. Actually, throughout the episode, he was going through a lot of stuff. I did not really know what was going on with Haru, and these guys are trying to explain to me that,
we don't really remember it either that much. For whatever reason, the story that I remember the least, based off of like the BTS music videos and stuff and webtoon, is Jimin's story. I think they explain it more in like the journals, but I never got around to reading those. So if anyone wants to comment below like what Jimin's actual storyline is in the BTS storyline, let us know.
His parents got caught by Hosu. Hosu was
They didn't get caught.
Well, they were there.
Hosu was there.
Hosu was going there to pick up some medicine, and he spoke to the Haru and said, "Yo, what are you doing here?" And obviously the parents trying to keep things under wrap. We don't know why yet, but he's trying to say, Don't tell him why you're here. Just tell him that I have insomnia." That's Haru's storyline in this episode. It kept on building and building that he starts getting angrier and angrier because he started getting some attacks, like mental attacks of the memories that hit him, but he doesn't know what's going on. Haru's parents decide to go to U.S., which is kind of strange in itself because if your son has this mental problem, why in the hell would you leave the guy home?
Yeah.
So there's kind of little weird stuff going on there.
Also, the other weird thing is the fact that they bring up his brother and they're like, Jimin has this long email list to his brother that he never responded to.
Things like that. Just the whole thing's strange. The parents is hiding things.
You started seeing like a little bit of tensions between the characters as they were lying, because Haru was lying a lot to Hosu about everything, and Hosu's really curious about like what's going on, and because he's seeing all these comments on the video challenge that he posted online that Haru helped him record. And they're all, like, saying all these things that he never knew about Haru, and it's making him curious. That, on top of, like, seeing him in the hospital, and with Haru acting really strangely and, like, lying to them.
Jae-ha's character and his family, oh my lord, his family has major issues, too. Like, yesterday I was thinking that, the parents was really abusing him and mentally abusing him. In this episode we're watching, he's not only mentally,
he is getting physically abused.
He's basically getting. They didn't show it obviously, but someone stole some money from his wallet, and
the father's wallet.
The father's getting. He's really pissed off, and he's trying to figure out between the two sons, the stepbrother and
Jae-ha. The stepbrother basically accuses Jae-ha and goes, "I saw him going into your bedroom," and then the stepfather
waterboards him, takes him to the bathroom and waterboards the guy. Jae-ha runs out afterwards, and then Hwan, sees him and sees him struggling. He brings him upstairs and says,
and he talks to everyone.
Yeah, he tells the parents that this dude is good. He's a good kid. He will never steal anything. So then the stepbrother confronts Jae-ha and he tells him, "I know you took the money. I don't know why you." And Jae-ha gets a smirk. He took the money.
Hwan ends up catching Jae-ha and the stepbrother having this conversation and overhearing all of it and seeing Jae-ha's like reaction, and he goes, "You actually did steal the money, didn't you?"
Hwan was about to walk away, and Jae-ha was just like walking on top of a ledge because we know what's going to happen, right? But it's too soon. Juan stays, comforts him, gives him a hug, and J-Ha breaks down.
They have a very nice heart-to-heart
brotherly moment.
It's really sweet because you just hear J-Ha's like sort of feeling how he feels like he's struggling and everyone hates him a little bit.
Talk about Juan. Right before Juan went outside to find J-Ha, he's having issues with his own father because his father took a camcorder that had a picture of the mother from episode 1, and the father erased it. The father's hiding things from Juan as well. Juan doesn't. He's lost.
He just can't. He doesn't have like the courage to confront his father or say no to his father either. I think there's like he is like a big assemblyman, but he also has like he's a little afraid of his father.
Yeah.
I think
he's not a little. He is afraid of his father. He was going to confront his father about why you erased the tape.
Like he couldn't. He never said anything to him. Like he wants to, but he can't. You see moments where Haru is like breaking down and the group is all trying to like cheer him up and make him happier and like be there for him, which it's really sweet and touching.
It
and
works.
Like getting to see those moments, it's like it's so nice, and it's like I wanted that like throughout. Like I could see that these characters were struggling, and I wanted them to be there for him because like with all their issues, they're kind of bottling it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And
it's like that old saying goes, "It's better together than living alone."
Yeah.
Near the end of the episode, Haru got another attack, and he's by himself. He's running through the rain. He's hearing these voices in his head. We see flashback of what may have happened that he went through when he was a child. He went to the Arboretum. He approaches this hut, I guess, and then he looks in, and there's a man tying up another little boy in there. And then you don't really see what happened. You see him run, and he's running like away from what you see. Haru has another breakdown. He's crying in the middle of the street, trying to cover his ear, and obviously another moment comes. Hosu comes running from nowhere and gives him a hug. Another brotherly moment.
Yep.
Basically, this whole episode to me, I don't know, you guys could come in and say something later, but to me is the 7 of them do better together than individual. And they're building that up so strongly that every time these guys go off on their own, they just get into trouble. It's nice to see them build the group and how they are just, without the group, you can tell them they're starting to crumble. But when they're within the group, they're happy. And that's important. And that's like I said yesterday, the next episode, they have to build more of the characters. And they did it. They knocked it out of the ballpark. I'm impressed. They did a very good job. Next episode, I'm sure they're going to do it. I shouldn't say I'm sure. I hope. I hope they keep on building because they need to.
I think what's really interesting is that this episode, like, it put a lot of different pairs together. Like, of course, we talked about, like, the main one being Hosu and Haru, which is, of course, canon to, like, the BTS storyline. But then we also had, like, Juan and J-Ha. We had, like, Seiyin and Haru for a little bit. Juwon and J-Ha had some moments, too.
Yeah, they did bring people together.
And it was, like, it was so interesting. We got to see Dogun and J-Ha, and, like, they were mixing them up and, like, showing their different relationships, and I thought that was really fun, because I don't think we really saw that in the music videos. They pretty much stuck to the, like...
They're bringing the group together.
Yeah, and it feels...
that's good,
it feels like each of their relationships are growing.
Yes.
And their relationship as a whole as a group is growing too, and it's really sweet.
Like this little subtleness of it. Juan couldn't open up his little ice cream bottle, and then you see Juwon just take it. He didn't even ask. He just took it from him, opened it, and gave it back. That little subtleness.
It shows that they're bonding closer.
Without a word.
Even after the last 2 episodes as well.
Come on, you're a filmmaker. That's classic. That's awesome. That little scene, just like that they're a tight group. And that scene had all 7 of them. I think that these guys are doing a great job, and not just the actors. The actors are doing a great job. Definitely, the direction is awesome. Production-wise, it's working. Everything's working. It's intriguing. It's already captivated me. Obviously I like the BTS storyline. I like BTS but it works. And these guys are supposed to not even in my age group, and it works. So
I'm gonna praise the acting because the acting in this episode blew me away. I think the fact that these actors are taking on these characters that have so much depth and story to them, and they're like all a little broken inside, and they're showcasing it so well. And yeah, they're really bringing the BTS storyline to like life in this very similar but also unique way, and it's like making me love this project like for beyond BTS.
Yeah, I was actually kind of worried before because we were talking about it too. Like, I think how they gonna do it? It could be messy, and it could be messy. But so far,
they've been doing it pretty good.
They're doing so well. I like beyond, as I said, like beyond being connected to BTS. Like this is a great show. It's lots of fun.
Thank you everyone for watching today's video. Don't forget to go down below in the comments and tell us what you thought about episode 3. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and hit that like button, share it with others, and we will see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day.